Hey everybody, it's another Monday morning, and I am here to kick off our second week in June exploring technology and tools and designing forward. Um, I wanted to start today by just acknowledging something that's been going on in at the university that's affected the collab and me and my colleagues and many of you as well, which is the passing of a student who is very dear to all of us, River Moon. Um, River was a semester away from graduating at Plymouth State with an IDS and fine arts double major, and had worked in the collab for a number of years, as well as in Lamson Library. And I'm discovering in the last couple of days, in talking to folks and hearing from folks, just how many people at PSU, but also in the larger Plymouth community, River had touched and impacted. And so I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the grief that I'm feeling and that a lot of folks are feeling. Um, I'm actually planning on taking a mental health day today because I, I kind of need a little time away from the computer and technology and go do something else. But I will be back and raring to go tomorrow. And in the meantime, I have a dispatch for you today that highlights some stuff going on around the module and maybe some suggestions of things to think about. Um, the one thing I'll just say that I was thinking about this morning as I was putting the dispatch together, and I wrote a little bit about this in here, is it always strikes me when we're working in this module and I'm looking at annotations and comments from folks, is how often when we talk about digital pedagogy, we quickly stray away from the digital and we just start talking about pedagogy. And I find this interesting because I've worked around technology and higher education basically my entire career, and I've always noticed this. And on the one hand, it's easy to say, oh, well, it's about that whole lesson of it's not about the technology, it's about the teaching. But I think there's something more fundamental going on, because I often feel that in the conversations about digital pedagogy, we end up talking about teaching in some of the richest and most, um, um, for me, interesting ways that I experience. It kind of brings out some stuff. It helps unearth some things that I think often go unsaid or unnoticed about our teaching. So I think it still is about digital, but what the digital allows us to do is it provides a lens and a way through the conversation that's unique and important. So I just wanted to share that insight that I kind of had this morning, and I'm curious how others feel about that. Um, but other than that, I just hope that you all have a restful Monday, and that it starts your week off right. And I look forward to seeing you all around the module.